see the gorgeous cityscape of one of the cultural cities of the planet Alpha Alpha. The sky is a brilliant shade of orange and an image of its twinned ringed planet hangs in the sky. I've landed outside the city's government building, a grand marble and glass hall which sits opposite an empty concert stage. I suppose that'll be explained later. Walking towards me is the president of the Alpha Alphans, wearing the traditional Alphan fashion of trackies and a hoodie. Inside the hood sits the Alphan's balloon-like head with its face looking like a cartoonish smile drawn on with a felt-tip pen. Hello, President Flubbe. Nice to meet you at last.
Doctor, much thankies for coming. I didn't expect you to arrive so soon after my phone call to you.
Time machine, Mr. President. I can arrive whenever I want, but I suppose you had to say that for exposition purposes anyway. What's the matter then? I don't usually take planet calls.
We have a situation on our hands.
Oh, good, more exposition. I do love a bit of exposition. No, sorry, carry on.
Our planet, Alpha Alpha, has recently commenced war with our twin planet, Alpha 1. We've always been rivals ever since we could communicate with each other, and they've always been so competitive, so much that they changed their name from Alpha Beta to Alpha 1 so they're not seen as inferior to us. It's all bollocks to me, but they're always trying to start beef. Recently they declared war on us, but they decided the terms of it. Instead of a traditional guns out, bombs down, kill a few thousand men war, the Alpha Ones have demanded a battle of the bands, which is why I decided to call you. We're aware of a band that you are part of, Doctor and the Who's.
Oh, Doctor and the Who's, yeah, good old days. There's an episode last year was about it all, check it out.
Yes, quite. Well, us Alpha Alphans are infamous for our appalling music taste, and everyone here thinks you're a load of shite.
Thank you?
So it seems natural to have you as our contestant. Will you do it, Doctor? Will you win us the war?
Well, you know what this calls for, Flubbe. It's time to bring the band back together. Oh, come on, Edgar, you remember the good times we had? No, just one last gig, I promise you. American writer, editor and literary critic Edgar Allan Poe, I need you. I can convince Beethoven, I just need you on my side. Well, of course Stalin won't be part of it this time. I didn't even know it was him last time. Right, no. Yep, fine. Okay. Have a good one. Say hi to your cousin for me. I hang up the phone on the call to open panel and ponder. Looks like Doctor and the Who's isn't coming back anytime soon. Maybe I can start a new band. Yes, another new band composed of historical figures. That'll be fun. Right, okay, I'm opening the TARDIS doors and stepping inside. Preparing ideas, I shut the door behind me. Immediately after I left. Fellas, welcome to the alien world of Alpha Alpha, roughly around 500 years and 16,000 light years away from where you came from.
Why, good golly goddess, that's incredible. We're actually on an alien world.
That we are, American founding father and third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. And with you is the first president of the United States, George Washington, 16th president of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, and 26th president of the United States, Theodore Roosevelt.
Looks a bit crap to me.
Why does he have to be so blunt about everything?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it, George. Honest Abe, that's his gimmick.
Oh me, oh my! I must say it is an honour to be chosen as your time-travelling companions. But do riddle my fiddle with this'n. Why have you chosen us specific, like John Adams or some other history president like that?
Oh, well, I thought it'd be funny for you lot to be in a band and we could call it Rushmore. None of you will get it, and I don't think you ever will. But for anyone who's alive past the 1930s, they'll find it hilarious. Probably.
How that you had that little chin wag, you need to prepare. You're on in 1 hour. These old white humans better be good at playing.
I'm Thomas fucking Jefferson, for Christ's sake. I can play the cello, and those skills can easily be transferred to the drums.
And it's common knowledge I was behind the redcoats. But if I can provide family entertainment by singing at Budlands, I play a concert.
An hour, you see. Spank me silly, I do say that's not much time to crack out a cocker of a song. You said that box thing was a time machine. Can't we just go in there where time is irrelevant, take as long as we need?
And kill tension? Phooey, Theodore. Phooey, I say.
I wept myself until I was 17 and keep bits of cereal in my beard.
You don't have to be that honest, Abraham. Okay, we're backstage. We've all been assigned instruments. I've got a guitar, Tom's on drums, Teddy's on bass, Georgie Boy has another guitar, and Abe is on keys. Now all we have to do is whack out an original song to end a war.
Well, maybe we could write something to do with all of us. We could sing about how we're all great. For example, why are we all, for want of a better phrase, the Rushmore presidents?
By the gum on my shoe. Mr. President Jefferson wrote that there Declaration of Independence, so that's pretty nice. And just a swell guy with a great moustache, and probably the best president to ever exist. Old boy man Abraham Lincoln over there freed those gosh darn slaves.
Oh, did I actually achieve that? That's alright, isn't it?
Oh, what? But I love my slaves.
Balls to that then. Can't I have a song about some loony liberal snowflake freeing my slaves?
I'm a Republican, you puffy-haired potato.
All right, lads, simmer down. How about this little ditty I've been working on? On the First Amendment of the Constitution, Thomas Jefferson wrote for me the freedom of expression, religion, and press. On the Second Amendment of the Constitution, Thomas Jefferson wrote for me the right to bear arms and the freedom of expression, religion, and press.
Right, okay, I'll stop you there, Tom. I'm not saying it's a garbage song, so I'll sing it. Your song is fucking trash.
All right, Doctor. You're so good at writing songs, you make one.
Glad you asked. Right. It begins on a dark stage, and then a beam of light, and you see me and my guitar. Now, in the end of time, there was a man who knew the road, and the description was described on the stone. And then the thin layer of fog comes in around my ankles. That's dry ice, I'll get onto that later. In the ancient time, a doctor saw the way, but no one seemed to understand. Chimes, Thomas. In his heart he knew the doctor must be true, but the legend of the site was way past due. And then Teddy comes in with the bass. Well, you think you'll be just fine with your sight, but it's mine. You think you can just wish me out of my sight. And then George, you come in with the face melter. Okay, well, there's just one problem there. The sight is mine. How can you wish me out of what is mine? And then Hawaii 5-0, you won't know that song, but there's a drum solo in it that goes, you're not hardcore unless you describe hardcore. And that's when I want some backup singers to be like, well, you're not hardcore, well, you're not hardcore unless you describe hardcore. But the legend of the site was way hardcore. Boom! Big old explosions, like some confetti comes down. That's all I got so far. It's a work in progress. What do we think?
I think it was awful and you should hate yourself.
Thanks, Abe. President Flubbe's walked in on us. Good evening, President. What's the good word?
Nothing to worry about. It's all good. Hope you're doing well. Just thought I'd keep you up to date. We agreed with Alpha One the consequences for the losing band.
Oh yeah, what's that? I'm taking a swig from a water bottle.
Their planet gets nuked.
Jeez, Jesus Christ, I'm spluttering on my mouthful of water on the ground.
Well, tickle my balls. What's a nuke?
Something the US doesn't have to worry about for some time.
Whatever it is, it sounds bad.
Let's just say, if we have a nuke on us, none of us will be going back to the land of the free or the home of the brave.
France?
He means America, you idiot. You fool. You nincompoop.
I actually meant Jaconda's red light district, but okay, that too.
And you have 10 minutes until you perform.
10 minutes? We had an hour 5 minutes ago.
Well, Alpha's day is only 5 Earth hours long. Our calendar and clocks are not only speedy, but convenient to the prawns. I'll leave you to it.
Flubbe's leaving. So, gang, what do we do?
I'll tell you what we'll do. This is war, boys, and by Christ above, we're Americans. And those two go together like a nice woman in my Washington monument. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go out there and we'll give those alien bastards the best rock concert they've ever experienced, or my name isn't George. Balls in the Bald Eagles, Washington.
I hate you all.
Well, that's all well and good, George, my boy, my son, my laddie. What song are we gonna do? Win.
The best song in the universe, that's what. A song that encapsulates victory, freedom, and above all else, the right to bear arms. Let's crack on, my brothers, and pump the sound.
And then it was time for the planet of Alpha to drown in the sweet sorrow of Rushmore. Say, can you see by the moonlit light what's a proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose profane sunlight stars through the perilous flight? Oh, the ramparts we watched was a gallantry streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free, on the home of the brave. I'm not going back to Conda's red light district unless you look at America.
That was terrible. What a load of gobshites.
Told you so. Knew it was gobshite.
No, but the people of Alpha are infamous for their awful taste in music, so this is a massive compliment, I think. Which only means...
The results are in, apparently, and the winners are... Alpha! We're the Rushmore!
We only went and bloody smashed it, didn't we?
Congratulations, Rushmore. You saved the people of Alpha and doomed the people of Alpha 1. Fire the nuclears!
Don't you want to save the people of Alpha 1, Doctor? In accordance to all, life is equal and deserves to be saved.
That, George, is something I like to call not my problem. Come on then, Presidents, I'm leading you back to the TARDIS and opening the doors. Let's get you all back home.
What a mighty fine experience. That's a proper job, that. Time and space and aliens. Good gosh, it's enough to moisten my sandy cheeks. I do hope I'll see you again, Doctor.
Maybe it will, Teddy, who knows. But for now, I'm going to sling you back on that awful, awful planet of yours and wipe my hands of you.
That's the thing, Doctor. You have an apparent dislike for Earth, yet when presented with the choice to select band members, you choose to bring people from there. Why?
It's funny. See, the band's called Rushmore. People past the 30s will honestly love it.
What I think Abraham's trying to say is why not figures from the infinity of time and space? What's the real reason?
And don't lie. I know when people lie, and I'll have to spank you. Like the dirty girl you are.
I suppose the truth is that I once loved Earth. Long time ago. Every other adventure I'd go there. Then she happened, and I grew to dislike the planet and its people. Maybe I choose historical figures from Earth's history to subconsciously remind me of how much I liked it.
Then stay for a while. When we arrive back at the White House, stay for brandy and relive the good times.
No, I can't stand to be there now. It's still boring and beige and mundane. But who knows? Maybe this is the start of a new character arc.
Wow.